Yeah, they're great for your digestion.
Yeah, it goes Anthony number 1, Vandal number 2, me and Snorkel tied for bottom.
Tied for bottom? No, I'm top bottom.
We're tied bottom.
I think it's
No,
called
you're bottom.
versatile bottom.
I'm a switch. You're a
Yeah.
bottom.
Tied for
How about a
bottom.
flexible bottom? Okay.
Yeah, you're a bottom. I'm a switch.
You heard it
It's
here,
fine.
folks. Sewer Rug said he's a flexible bottom. Welcome to the Friday Fallout.
He is a
I'm
flexible
trying
bottom.
to find a balance with Snorkel. I think we're both bottom.
There
Just a
is no
flexible bottom.
balance.
There's. All right, so that's no in Neversville. All right, I got
Yes.
it. We'll be fine. No in Neversville. Don't ever. Did you already? Vandal didn't even wave his arms. I don't believe him.
Yeah, he did.
No way.
There was
We've
some arm
been
waving.
started. You said jiggly butthole, and we started.
I think I said flex bottom. Make the
Flexible
rock and
bottom,
roll go
jiggly
round.
butthole.
It's
What is
exactly
the difference?
same thing I was thinking too. God damn it.
All right.
Speaking of gay sandwiches, what's up, Ern? You said you had to make a sandwich.
Lucky. I don't get sandwiches.
What are you making, Sewer Rug? I know you're working on something.
Yeah, it's just.
What's
gonna
you
be-
vaping, bruh?
Don't do that to me. I'm this far. Don't
The
do that.
bro
to me.
network here.
I don't remember.
Did you
in full
use
effect.
them 2.5 millimeter jiggy bob blah blue
Listen,
coils?
I still do all that stuff, but now when people like talk about it, I have to like dig in the backlogs. I'm like, oh yeah, specs. All right, percentages, and I have to like remember it all. So I still do it. I just don't think about it. I just do it.
Well, at least the best part is now, like, if any of you want to work at a vape shop, you can just say, yeah, Geek Bars are the best, and right on the spot, you're hired.
Yeah, no doubt.
Oh, this guy knows what he's talking about. Geek bars? Yeah, let's geek it up. Oh my god.
Wait, they'll be like grape slush or orange slush. You're like, orange slush.
Speaking
Man,
of
I mean,
geek-
vape shops are not what they used to be.
No.
Not even a little bit.
2 weeks ago, I got a Twitch notification, and it was like Geekus Maxis going live, and I was like, "Oh shit, Geekus
Really?
Maxis!" And
Right.
yeah, he's like, "Hey, Sir Rug, it's just a test run." I was like, "Damn it!" But I was there. I was there for the test.
Was Ern there?
Ern wasn't there for the test.
He's
I'm everywhere.
everywhere. I just assumed, you know.
On everything.
Ern
Or
is
was it-
everywhere.
Chicken man.
So anyways,
Snorkel.
what's the show?
How was your week?
My
I
week
don't know
was
if there's
a
anybody
week.
watching right now, so
My week was a week. It was great. It was fun.
7
how
whole
was-
days.
7 whole days.
Cool.
Maybe 6 of them I was conscious for.
Okay. Well, that's a good percentage anyway.
Hey, you got numbers. Did you take care of your snuffleupagus? Didn't you have a sickness last week?
I was down with the
Eyes?
pollen.
It's the pollen. Yeah, no,
Your
my
eyes and
eyes are
death?
still fucked over.
No more pink
Yeah.
eye?
I never had pink eye now.
I was making a late night quesadilla last night, and the butter from the quesadilla, because I butter it, was in my finger, and I wedged it into my eye, and I yelled in my kitchen at like 1 a.m. I'm like, "This is what Snorkel must have felt like."
Imagine that 10 times worse.
Okay, it was pretty bad.
Did your eyes have sand in them?
It felt like I had like MAC-10 or like glaucoma or something, like MAC-10 glaucoma or whatever.
Why?
What?
What?
Like a like. you
Oh,
guys have
bags
never
of
felt a
sand. Yeah,
boob before?
yeah.
You know,
Oh
feels
yeah,
like
they
a
feel
nice
like bags of sand.
bag of sand. Yeah.
And I don't like that movie because they have not obviously not felt a bad boob job.
It's like a sandbag. Yeah, I have.
Yeah.
Well, like you were in the Air Force. What would you know about sandbags? Anyways.
Hey, you know, I know that the army had to do that.
Sure, all the people I was in charge of did. Anthony.
That's
Wait, we
mean.
did ask Sewer Rug? Yeah.
I was
how
actually
would you-
waiting for Snorkel to pass it, and he never did. So,
Oh no, I
don't
did,
know.
and he kept saying something about he knew how I felt, and then it went back to me,
Oh
and now
my
it's back to
gosh.
him.
Dude, I don't have much for my week except for seriously, it's not much. But yeah, I'm leaving next week for the beach, right? Because I got to go to the beach, and it's a typical beach everyone goes to, Carolina Beach, North Carolina. I'll see you all there. And before I leave, I sent out an email at the beginning of the month. Hey, guess what? I'm out of the pipe for a week, so people like to stack work on me before I go. And I had a
Out of the
big day
pipe.
where there was like a lot of work, you know, a lot of work coming up. So it's a big day, and the first job is like an hour away. So I had to wake up like a grown up. And so I went around all night telling my family the night before, hey guys, after 9:30, leave me alone. Dad's going to sleep. 9:30, I'm gonna melatonin. I'm out by 10. See you guys, you know. And they're like, oh, bye. And we all said bye. And I brushed my teeth and I went and lay down. And before you know it, it's like 3 a.m. And I'm like, this is gonna suck. So I went off of like 2.5 hours of sleep and went and did all these awesome jobs. And I still did the jobs, but I was so tired.
Couldn't sleep. Couldn't go to sleep.
Couldn't go to sleep. Couldn't go to sleep.
What's
That's
crazy
really
is
like
that,
this-
you know, your boss won't let you, like, you know, say no to work. Oh, wait.
Dude, my boss won't let me say, like, I didn't want to work Monday because I want to empty out my car and get it detailed. And my car detailer, Freddie, he's a cool guy, but like, I tip him extra and stuff because I feel bad for him. And he'll go to the mechanics and be like, oh, Poppy, this car is bad. This is like, he's a detailer, you know, he has to deal with that. But like a sewer car, oh, Poppy, this car's bad. So I'm going to tip him. I feel bad.
Tip them well.
Tip him well.
Absolutely.
Clean a sewer car. See what you get. That's my week, though. I mean, I just worked a lot, and I'm so fucking tired, and I'm not working tomorrow, and I'm getting ready for my vacation.
So I gotta ask, does anyone ever enjoy East Coast beaches? Like, why do you go to them?
No, nobody enjoys them.
No.
They're
because
just
my
giant
wife-
fucking ponds, like, to me. Like,
Yeah.
Like this-
I was like, hey, it's going to be rainy the whole time. She's like, yeah, that's East Coast Beach. And I'm like, I grew up in California in Orange County where, like, it's always sunny and beach and... Yeah.
when I lived
Yeah.
out there on that side of the country, I went to, what is it, Myrtle Beach or whatever. And, like,
Yeah.
you always
Yeah,
see
Myrtle Beach,
T-shirts
yeah.
and signs.
Yeah.
It's not great. Anyway, sorry.
It's not great. It's not great.
Anthony.
What say you, Anthony?
Oh, yeah, I had a week. Definitely. I think there's something going on with my light. Hang on one second, okay?
Oh, oh shit! No! No!
Maybe it's back here.
No!
It didn't work.
You couldn't see it?
There you go.
I can't see it. That's my favorite part.
Oh, sorry.
No! You take that off right now! No! That is not an option for anyone to buy. Don't be excited, folks. It's not real. It's just an
It is
illusion.
totally fucking real.
Honest to God, after I pressed it yesterday, I was just like, I'm just wasting a shirt. I'm never gonna wear this in
One and
public
done.
ever. Like, there's no way. No.
You
there's
can
no
wear
way.
it in public.
I can't explain that picture. You're just going to offend. There's no way to explain that picture in a way that anyone can understand quickly.
What's the back?
You
Can
don't
describe
explain
to
it.
us?
If
The
anybody
back
asks,
is snorkel. It's just it's that picture, but I trimmed him out.
Nice. I
fucking
love it.
Sorry that
absolutely
didn't work.
love it.
But yeah, we had a week. Got a new employee started, which has helped out a ton. Last Friday, man, by the time Saturday rolled around, I was just zombie. I saw Ern say that. I really was. I was like, I'm just, please time click away so I can go home. I think I slept 16 hours on Sunday or something like that. Like, I was fucking exhausted. But he's helped out a ton this week, and it's unfortunately been a little bit of a slow week in the store, but on the website it's been really busy. Yeah, just to get this out of the way, I'm sure I'll mention it again. We're having a Father's Day sale. It's 20% off, and it's just dad20 over at rogueshop.com. So if you need some weed stuff, please head on over there. Get it while it's hot. Lots of great flour. This Granddaddy Perp we got in is like 32%. It's fucking the bomb. So anyway, that's what I got going on. Vandal, how was your week, man?
So why are we making weed stronger now? Why can't we go back to like dirty brown weed? I can't take it anymore.
I
Like-
got weak stuff too, you know.
I
but-
have to wait till the dispensary has like a blowout sale, and I'm like 22%. I'm like, oh, here's one for 17%. Its ratings are terrible. I'm like, that's just enough. And then I got to pinch like that much weed out of it, and that's all I can smoke now. And then,
If you see anybody run the strain Stephen Hawking, and I'm not making a joke here, that is legitimately the name of the strain. It's like 15%, but it's high in CBD.
oh, yeah. With my anxiety medicine, it sucks. I can't do CBD. I tried it because I thought maybe it
Yeah.
would cancel out. With my anxiety medicine, it gives me really bad headaches. And so because I thought, the weed's too strong for me now. So I'm like, okay, cool. Try the CBD 1-to-1, 2-to-1, even. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? No, it was terrible. I tried it with the edibles, tried it with the flour. Can't fucking do it. I guess I'm getting old now. And like now I'm down to the point where like I smoke like a pinky tip's worth of weed to go to bed at night, and that's about as much as I can
That's
handle.
where I'm at. That's what
I would tell
need.
you, definitely Sewer Rug. If you ate like a half of one of those gummies like an hour before bed, you'd sleep a full 8 hours and not get up.
One of these days, man. My watch
I
would be so
fucking
proud of
guarantee
me.
you, man. I'm not making that shit up. It fucking works.
My watch would be so proud of me and be like, "Look at you, you marijuana. You're just sleeping away like a champ." I'd be proud.
Delta 9, that smoking it, it's not the same as that. Delta 8 works for sleep like nothing else. I'm just saying. My personal opinion, no doctors or anything, but anyway.
I have like a 4-year-old Delta 9 or Delta 8.
You want to shout out some chat?
Well, I want to talk about my week, but I guess I'll.
Oh well, fuck off.
Wow.
Talk about your week.
Fuck.
I'm
Vandalism
now the
Joey?
Speaker of the House, by the way. So you guys know.
Why
he
are
gets
Delaney's
along
parents
with
out of
Newt.
town?
He gets
No.
along with Newt Gingrich
But,
now.
I'm now a Republican. Look at my haircut. Look at my glasses. I look at my son's porn history. No, I just want to talk about my new haircut. That's all I got.
I like it. Very classy.
Whatever you say, Edgar.
No, that's funny because I went in like to get the haircut and I was like, I'm white. Give me a white guy's haircut, please. Because they keep giving me the fucking Edgar haircut, and I'm just like, stop it. Like I can't do anything with that. Anyways, I didn't really do anything. I don't think I can think of anything I did. Yeah, I didn't really do anything. So yeah. Anyways, oh wait, at work, I always talk about work. We got a thing. I guess Mark Wahlberg has a clothing brand.
Huh?
Called I should know it. I was fucking dealing with it. Anyways, so he's like moved out here to
Burger
Vegas.
briefs.
No.
Oh, sorry, go.
It's something I can't remember the fucking name of it now, and I was staring at
It's
the
cool,
fucking
like
name all week.
Primal or Jequa or something.
No,
Good
so,
vibrations.
It was something I can't remember what it's called. Anyways, so they used to be based in California. A lot of California companies are moving out here now in Vegas. I fucking hate it. But anyways, they called up our shop and they're like, "Oh yeah, could you guys do 5,000 shirts in like 2 days?" We're like, "Okay, of course, And so we had to pack all this shit, ship all this shit. And dude, I gotta tell you, for someone as much money as Mark Wahlberg, he's a cheap bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like the fucking boxes
did he
they
call
sent
you?
it in. No, he didn't talk to me. I don't do the big business stuff. Come on. I'm like, "Hey,
Like-
Jose, you want some cards? Orale, let's go." Like, yeah.
Order it. Yes, I get
Yeah.
you.
No, but so they're like, let's get 5,000 of these shirts pressed, and we need them for like this big event, and then you've got to ship them next day to the whatever. So they sent them in these boxes, and these boxes look like they were chewed on by fucking toddlers before we got them, and so we had to ship them out in the same box. And dude, like we used the wet tape, you know what I mean? Like
To
we
get
used
it
do
back together.
yeah, and all that shit. So shit was so bad. So anyways, that's all I got. I
Take
guess
care of my
interesting.
shirts, right? They're gonna be good shirts. Yeah?
Yeah.
Good shirts. Oh my gosh, dude.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
No, we don't screen print. They're pressed, so it's pressed. So, like it was like 4 different colors, and each color had a different like Boston thing on it. Like one was the Boston Beef or whatever team. I should know sports, from selling these stickers. I don't fucking know
Boston
this shit.
Beefs. Yeah.
Yeah, Boston Beefcakes or whatever it is, and then Boston Cracklix or whatever it's called.
Oh shit.
Shit like that. Yeah. Anyways, that's all I got. Anyways, let me
Anyways.
apologize.
Anyways.
First one here was. Wait, why isn't that scrolling?
It's not
scroll,
me.
Let's scroll. Let's scroll. And Paul Cole.
Yeah.
Stay cloudy, y'all. That's weird. It won't scroll. Why won't you scroll? Anyways, Paul Cole. Let's see. Delane. Ern's here. He made a sandwich, and it sucks now. I guess he put his dick in it. I don't know. We might not be talking about the sandwich. I'm just assuming things. Let's see. Who else we got? Mr. J says Shay was late to the party, and Shay got mad for snitching. Let's see. Ben's here. Steve-O is here. Everyone wants that shirt with poop suey poop.
No,
poop.
they don't.
And so it's funny because like I tried to get those to Anthony for last week's show, and I shipped them on time. I paid for fucking 3-day shipping and all that shit, and they didn't show up till fucking Monday this week, and I shipped them last fucking Tuesday. So anyways, anomaly, that's what's happening with your package.
Happy anomaly birthday, by the way.
Yeah, the 3-day UPS package took 6 days to get to me.
Yeah, I don't fucking know what's going on. UPS sucks. And then so it's funny because the owner of my company is Catholic, and I'm pretty confident he's not like, a practicing Catholic, but I don't know what practicing Catholic entails. You know what I mean? Like,
Sure.
I can tell, I don't know what it is. So I asked him, I was like, hey, like, are you super serious about your religion? He's like, why? I was like, I'm just going to make some shirts. I just want to print some shirts. And so the ones came out, and he's like, hey, man, like, this shirt looks like shit. I'm like, oh, yeah, it is. And I was like, it's shit. It's literal shit. He's like, oh, okay. He's like, is that a pope? Who's that guy? Is the pope? Is shit pope? I was like, oh, that's my buddy Suey Tug. He's like, Suey Tug? That's his name? I'm like, yeah, like his parents hated him, man. They named him Suey Tug. So, anyways, and then like
I do not like this.
Yeah. Let's see. Colorado wants one of these. Everybody wants these shirts. So, all right, OinkSquad.com's back. No, I'm kidding.
No, it's not.
Let's see. Ben says, no explanation to anyone. Oh yeah, Mark's here. Glad he showed up. You got the fucking milk, Mark? Anyways, let's see. Colorado is here. Ben says, no explanation to anyone, Anthony. Aaron says, I'm going to go work for Anthony. Daddy 20. Got it.
It's just Dad 20.
Daddy 20.
20. Fuck.
Jay says, I also got a new employee this week. He tried to sell crack to one of my mechanics and my detailer. He didn't last more than a day. See, you got to share your crack with your boss too, guys. That's the whole thing. You can't just share it with everyone else.
Well, listen,
bring enough crack for the whole class.
Yeah, day one, you give a sample. You go, I'll see you tomorrow on Tuesday. And you give them a sample. By Tuesday, they're like, fuck, man, where you been? So.
Yeah.
Delane, I assumed you were the Speaker of the House. I just wanted to give Vandal a little, feel good there.
Let's see. Let's see. I never smoked swag. I was lucky. Pothead says Colorado. Oh, I never smoked swag. Oh.
Lucky for you.
Yeah. I read the
Wait
book
around
before
for
I
3
saw the
hours
movie.
for some guy to bring swag by.
Yeah.
Like,
Colorado's like, I saw the movie before I read the book. Let's see.
book was better.
Yeah. Ben says some people weren't raised on ditched weed, and it shows. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Ern says, I'd rather make my own crack, though. All right, we have a DIY segment with Ern next week.
Oh.
Ern also said, send it my way, J-Cup. And let's see. Jay says, Anomaly is also camping at the lake. All right, perfect. So he won't see this. It's on the way, Anomaly. It's going to be there by the time you get home.
Happy lake birthday, Anomaly. It's Anomaly's birthday.
Paul Cole says, Ben, I remember that downtown Boo Boo Brown tweeds. Downtown Boo Boo Brown tweeds.
Say that again.
That sounds like downtown Boo Boo Brown tweeds? I forgot it already. It's right in front of me.
I love it.
Like that sounds like a Kanye West song after he came out as
I was thinking it was a VJ from the old MTV days.
Sounds like something that what's his fuck would tell you guys. The guy with the motorcycle in the back that cries when he rides it. You guys know who I'm talking about.
Paulie Senior?
No, the really cool vape guy you used to watch all the time.
Dog the Bounty Hunter.
Yeah. No, not Marjorie
Rip
Taylor
Ripper.
Green. No. The one with the crazy eyeballs. He's always sweaty. The salami with a fucking face. What's his name? I haven't talked shit
Rip
about
Trippers.
him.
Advocate for
Rip
Liberty.
Trippers.
No. 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 What's the fuck is his name? Oh yeah, Jay Hayes.
Ruby Roo.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
I'm gonna start putting my scooter in the background when we do live streams.
Please do. I think I still have a Jay Hayes background picture saved.
Hold on.
I liked Anthony's Jay Hayes impression. If you scroll his Instagram,
I have done. Yeah.
you could find it.
Yeah. Not all of my
Beep,
proudest.
There's a scoop.
Nice. You need shelves full of vape liquid that you never sell too.
Yeah. Can you believe that guy? I think I already told you guys. That guy came out with a disposable or whatever, and it was the worst fucking thing I ever tried. When
I
ripped
immediately got a text. It's like, you ain't gonna believe this shit.
It was so bad. Let's see. That compressed shit with a bunch of busted black seeds in it. Yes, Paul Cole. That's what the fuck I want. That's what I crave. I want that weed to where like you get stupid stoned for 45 seconds. And then you're good. You know what I mean? That's
The
it.
rest is relaxing. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you're drawing straws for who's going for snacks.
Yeah. with the fucking clear, fucking not blunt wraps, but the clear joint wraps or whatever.
Oh, I hate the cellulose.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Sell the most.
They were gross.
Make the most. That's fine.
Earns. Ben says Jay Gaze. Ern says I don't care how you feel about vaping, but fuck Jay Hayes. He'd probably fuck you. He'd probably fuck you. Is that guy still around? Like you guys that still watch like this vape stuff?
I don't know. I really
Obviously,
don't.
you don't watch any of it anymore, but you know.
For some reason, Rip Trippers is showing up in my shorts feed on my YouTube channel though, and he's doing like affirmational shit as it's not vaping. I honestly, the first one I saw, I didn't even recognize him. Like he looks so different than he did back in the day.
Does he wear like
Yeah,
a
he's
collared shirt now
spiritual.
or something?
He's like spiritual. He does like some spiritual stuff.
That's
think,
like me trying to do the fucking
Like,
news.
Sue Rugg is turning invisible in front of our eyes here. Like Homer Simpson fading into the background. Can I,
Oh, yeah.
can I show off some random pics before
That's
we hit the
chat.
rub down?
Yeah, it's chat. You do your thing.
Okay, because I don't really have a segment for this tonight, but I saw a few things that I wanted to. I figured we'd get off with a laugh here to start out with. This was one I've never heard of these before, but I kind of want to own one now. It's a booby cactus.
Excuse me?
I don't get the name.
They chopped off the limbs of a cactus and gave it a new name. Great.
Yeah.
How is this for? How? Why are you buying a cactus from South Carolina?
That's Seneca.
If I've ever seen a cactus in South Carolina, I expect it to be a titty cactus.
I'm okay. Fair. No, you got a point.
This was passed
This
down
next
in my
picture-
family.
This next picture has nothing to do with what is being sold, but the words underneath made me laugh.
Did she get disinvited to the
I
party?
don't know. I don't know. But her expression is so bad trying to sell
I'm
this
not-
dress, and that the dress was meant for this dress was meant for pre-wedding dinner party.
Why is
Why
she
would you
wearing
use
a?
that as your caption?
Why is she wearing a slip dress and trying to pass it off as a dress? That is way too see-through.
She
And those-
looks
yeah,
like
and
the
those
fucking.
are very dark underpants. That are
Very,
showing through.
very dark.
Those are underpants. Obviously, that's why she wasn't allowed to come to the thing. No,
That's 1970s right there.
yeah, those weren't even fucking. Ern got the link for the booby cactus in the show. That's not even a dress.
Ern's
though.
awesome, man.
Yeah, Ern's on. Ern's like
He's
the
the
internet
saint
ninja.
of the uninspired, and that's what exactly what we are, the uninfluenced.
I will say though that this isn't a dress. This is like fucking the drapes you'd get at a Big Lots. Like these are the window coverings at a Big Lots. Like, yeah.
That's pretty bad, but just made me laugh. So, all right, this next one might look calm until I explain, but just may trade 1993 travel camper for 93,000 miles. Blah blah blah. I'm like, okay, and then I noticed something written on the window.
Honk for cactus. All right. I'm a fan.
I was like, what? Why would you pick that picture? Is the one you're going to put on there to sell this thing? Who writes that on the fucking side of their van to start with?
It's good practice.
I
What
thought it
if-
was fun?
Well, just show up like you're gonna buy it and just honk your horn.
Yeah. And I only have one more, and then we can get on with the rub down. But I don't even. A picture's worth 1,000 words. It's just terrible. And this guy is so fucking proud of this.
We believe canvas. There we go.
What was this? What was this? The Drool and Artistic Night? Like,
I really don't know. I honestly couldn't see if that was serious or not. Like, is this a joke?
Proportions are one thing, but extra shoulder length, that's something special.
It's just awful.
He's proud. That's what,
Just
he was
awful.
told in third grade it was great. He's
All
just-
right, you can rub it down if you want.
all right. The rub down is down.
Sweet.
Ooh ah ah ah.
Well, I have good news for myself this evening. I only have to do 2 segments because the other guys are doing some segments. So
That's
tonight's rub down is as follows. I've got a Rotten Pizza review. Actually, I think a couple of us might be reviewing some stuff tonight. Vandal is going to do a top 5 Arnold Schwarzenegger movies, which is going to be good. I don't think any of our top 5s will probably agree with each other, but yeah, you're the biggest fan of this guy. Since Flag Day is tomorrow, Sewer Rug is doing fun with flags.
Yes, I am.
Sorry, guys. I have no idea what's going to happen.
have fun with flags.
No idea what's gonna
L. There's
That's
an
what he
L
said. He
there.
said flags.
And to be
Flags.
honest, last
Flags.
and certainly not least, we're going to do some PC loser because I got some good picks for you guys tonight.
Oh
so,
no.
Yeah, it's going to be one of those
Oh.
kind of deals.
Fun with flags. That's the segment I'm doing.
We
So if you
just got
roll that beautiful bean footage, we'll get on with the rotten pizzas.
Nice flags there. Look at this guy with his flag collection.
It's the month.
Kind of works. It is a month for a flag, that's for sure.
I hope you have like 200 of those.
I fucking hate you.
Can you just throw them all up in the air and let them float down?
No, they're fucking toothpicks.
Yeah, you put them in drinks and stuff. He's gonna put them in his boob cactus.
Wait a minute, didn't I send you a shotgun that shoots toothpicks?
Yeah, but you can't put these in it.
Challenge accepted.
Check it out, guys.
I'd
Do you
twist
like
that
your
bastard up so it's
pizza
tight and then
grease?
put it there.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to steal your segment, Suey. Anyways, Anthony.
Oh, that was good. Oh.
Hey, Vandal, you got anything you want to talk about that you want to review a little?
Okay, so
Okay.
you know we've been trying to help Sewer Rug get like his branding off, you know, out of the toilet and into the tank, you know, and all that stuff. So last week he was like, "Hey,
Vandal, what's your address? I want to get some shirts made. I want to do cool stuff. I want a toilet and all that, blah, blah, blah."
So of course, you know, I gave him my address, and then the next fucking day, I get a fucking package of goldfish that are strawberry shortcake flavored. And don't get me wrong, like, what is like another sweet flavor of goldfish? Because I can't think of any.
I don't know if they ever have, but I was just hoping it would be like
Cinnamon
cheddar
sugar, maybe?
and strawberry.
Something like a cinnamon, right? Like, it has to be
Sure.
like a cinnamon thing. So
Yeah,
I've
that's okay.
tried them before, and here's my thing: it's like I'm not trying to take over Anthony's segment, no matter how much he wants me to. You know, but I figured I'd try him on the show. Like, he sent them to me. It was like the next day, and like I didn't even like text him, but like, oh, thanks for the package or anything like that. I don't do that. I don't talk to anybody. Like, leave me alone. So, anyways, I figured I'd wait till now, you know, and then like now I have something to talk about on here. Besides, like, you know,
I
making
didn't
fun of
even
old
text
people.
you like, "Hey, did you get a package?" Because I am in the same category of like, well, you know, he either got him or someone else, his neighbor stole him.
Yeah.
You know.
It's
Yeah.
funny because like Anthony will send me something. He's like, "Hey, you fuck stick, did you get the package?"
Yeah.
So,
I
anyways,
usually address him to Captain Vandal.
yeah, and that's how I knew it was fucking Surug that sent it to me. He's like, even that he like wrote my name on there all wrong. It's like Chris Topher fucking Ronaldo or some shit like that, you know. And like,
It was.
I'll meet the
it could've
Amazon
been-
guy outside if I'm outside, and then he's like, "Hey, is this you?" I'm like, "I guess," you know, whatever.
I put the
And then
name
I
as
and I was like-
Toe Per.
Yeah, something. I don't know. So, anyways, I'm gonna try it. I'm not gonna take over the whole segment. I'm just gonna try it so you guys can see. I'm a firm believer that goldfish should be salty flavors. Very firm believer on that. I think crackers and breads and stuff like that, crunchy, should be salty, unless it's like a Kit Kat, and that's crispy, but not salty. Anyways, no. Okay.
I'm actually concerned about Ern. He said he bought an $80 painting of a cat at an antique store for my girlfriend that looked like a 3-year-old, or Vandal painted it.
There's it's the same thing.
J Cup of Spaghetti actually owns a 2003 PT Loser manual transmission. I mean, that moves it up from a 0 to a 0.5. Like, you know, the manual transmission helps, but not enough. Oh, and one of these days I'll own one too, Cup of Spaghetti. Don't think I'm dogging it that hard. I'll own mine ironically.
So, anyways, my review on these are flavor's good for the 2 seconds it lasts.
Then it just drops off, and you're just crunching on stale.
Like, If anyone's ever served in the military or had like one of those, they have the strawberry shake MRE powder, you know, it's that. It's not bad.
Okay.
Like,
Okay, but is that all I sent you?
well, you sent me all the flags, yeah.
How many flags?
It doesn't say on here.
There's like 200
100
flags.
different flags. Oh, they're cupcake toppers.
You could put them on the goldfish. That was the strawberry
Oh.
shortcake, and then you flag it.
See, here's the thing: is I never think of you as a deep thinker.
I claim this goldfish for New Zealand.
No, this one's for Brazil because they have the big booty extensions out there. You know what I mean?
Just don't eat the flag. Okay. No, wasn't trying to kill Vandal. It was toe, like a
I
big.
gotta
toe.
tell you, adding the
toe.
flag to it did not change the flavor.
Damn it. I really put in effort there, you know. No,
Yes,
glad
Ern, that happens.
I'm
You
glad
said they
you
bought
didn't
more
message me
freeze-dried sour Skittles. I have a problem. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a hard problem to quit. And I think Delaney sent me another bag of those fucking things. Like, I needed more crack in my life. But yes, Delaney really wants me to review these freeze-dried gummy worms. But here's the problem when you send
all powder.
freeze-dried stuff in the mail. Okay, I'm sure there's a few gummy worms left in here, but I just wanted to just show you, like it's I think there's a space. Yeah, look at the level of powder in the bottom of this thing.
It can't be
It's
frozen
unfortunate.
anymore.
I was
So-
going to give him an
Frozen.
option between those and the freeze-dried Jolly Ranchers. So
I want to know what the freeze-dried Jolly Ranchers are like. I've never had them, and since I saw, is it Ern or
Well,
let's see, who said it? Paul Cole.
Blaine's asked like 3 weeks for me to try these gummy worms. So holy
No, yeah.
shit.
Dude, I'll let you do your thing. I got some input on these though.
They're fucking huge. It's bigger than my wiener.
Big freeze dried blowout. Looks like a Cheetos puff.
Yeah.
I love Cheetos puffs because you can fit like 5 in your mouth and then just drink some milk and it just shrinks them all down.
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty tasty.
The
That's
flavor's
alright.
really good on those ones. We
It-
had them.
Yeah. It's getting me in places I haven't gotten for a while. Wow.
Rare.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
But you can see, like, those motherfuckers are huge.
The crazy part is like
But I
so
lost half the army in the transportation.
when you got them was it only like granted, you know, a lot of them are crushed up, but like we had them before, and there was like maybe 8 gummy worms in like a gallon container.
About right.
It was funny because like fucking
Wow.
Delaney was like pouring the powder in her mouth, and then she had like all this fucking gummy worm powder all over herself and in the bed and everything. I'd like spray her with a fucking like one of those like cat bottles.
These kind of look like those pickle balls from last week,
Yeah,
except in different colors.
that's what I was curious about because I haven't tried those yet.
All right, which color? Green, blue, or red?
Oh, green.
Green. Green. I said it for
Just for you, Vanilla.
extra. He's going extra. Oh my gosh, with the poop shirt.
There's not enough moisture in my mouth. to deal with it.
Why don't you
They're
have
really
some
good.
Freddy's Cola.
They have like almost like a hard coating on the outside. The other stuff isn't like that.
Was it
I'm gonna
obviously
be
it's
digging
like
the shit out of my teeth for a week.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, that's the worst part
oh.
about that stuff. Freeze dried, it sticks to your teeth like fucking glue.
Yeah.
Paul Cole says do blue, do blue, do blue, do blue.
He's yelling
I
it.
think I'm done with what I'm doing.
Well, he yelled it. Is kind of what he said.
It was all
God damn,
caps.
Paul.
Yeah.
All capitals. Yep. Here we go, Paul Cole. He's gonna tongue it too. So if you really want to zoom in on this. Round 2. Oh, it's a
Oh,
golf
boy.
ball. It's like a golf ball cleaner. That's my nickname in high school. I don't know.
The flavor is amazing. It really is.
And that's what I wonder. Do they add anything to these? Because, like, don't get me wrong, gummy worms are good on their own, you know, and all that
It tastes
stuff.
just like a Jolly Rancher, only crunchy and airy.
I wonder because you're getting the air in there. You know what I mean? Like because that
Yeah.
activates the nasal senses or
I
whatever.
mean, they're extremely powerfully flavorful.
yeah.
It's like maybe maybe when I was 10, I could eat more than a couple, but now it's just like
Now
fuck.
he's gonna be up all night.
Woo.
Woo!
That's some
Sugar.
That's some powerful stuff. But thank you, Delane. I was actually thinking about making like a sugar cookie and then sprinkling this stuff on the top.
Use
To
that
see-
stuff.
I think the texture would be good.
Use that for
I
like
also
a fun
decided.
cake.
Oh, go ahead.
Sorry. Yeah.
I also decided with those pickleballs, I think I figured out a good use for them. I think if I crush them up and mix them in with a coating for like fried chicken,
Yes.
that might actually be a really good use for those
Cool
things.
Ranch
I'm gonna give it a
Doritos.
shot.
Cool
I
Ranch
was thi-
Doritos, Frosted Flakes, pickleballs.
Oh God.
Yeah, come on. Hey,
Well-
do they only freeze dry as candy, or can they do like can they like freeze dry like onions too?
Yeah.
Like, would
That's
that be a
usually
thing?
what dried onions are, and like when you buy them in the little shakers.
I would
like
say
freeze-
yeah. When you buy like in the spice rack, that's
Yeah.
probably what that is.
Freeze dried.
I
Yeah.
would think
Okay.
that would make sense.
Can they do meats too? Not jerky, but like freeze dried turkey or something.
What consistency are you looking for? Like an airy, crunchy turkey breast?
There we go.
Not in
I
this
think
part of
with
it.
meat, it would just be like technically like an air fry because like it's the same thing, just with less
Yeah.
grease, I guess.
Ooh, save on the grease.
I don't know
Freeze-dry
if
your meat.
I think I talked about it when me and Anthony were doing the show years ago, but like it was a couple houses back when I had the pool house. I used to buy those the freeze dried the fuck was it? Now I can't even think about it. The freeze dried chicken that wasn't freeze dried, they were air fried or whatever. The chicken skins.
Yeah.
Oh,
Fucking-
yeah.
Fucking atrocious, man. Like the worst fucking thing I've ever tried.
And you kept
Really?
buying them.
No, I bought. Like, unfortunately, I was like, I'm gonna love these because I love chicken skin. So I bought
So we
like
bought a bunch.
a 24 pack of them or whatever, and like one pack in, I was like, these are bad. And so it's funny because at the time that company was small. They're big now, but they would like reach out to you if you bought from them, and they're like, oh, how'd you feel about them? Like, hey, this is Jeff over at Chicken Skins, you know, like. With Christopher, how did you feel about these? And I was like, these are fucking gross. I was like, these are terrible. He's like, oh, I'm sorry, you might not have liked them or whatever, blah blah blah, or it could have been a different batch and all this. I was like, yeah, just probably not my thing. And they fucking sent me another case for free.
He goes, you just said I'd rather have Utz chips. Like Delane, thank you very much. Those are amazing. Like I will probably at some point eat more of that. Yeah. It's just that's a lot of candy for some old teeth.
Yeah. Let's see. Paul Cole says freeze dried ice cream sandwiches are fire also.
I can't say I agreed with that one. She sent me some of those and I felt like those were a lot more trouble than they were worth.
That
They're
was
not frozen still, right? The ice cream.
Huh?
The ice cream's not frozen still, is it?
No, one of these times I'll pull them out and show you guys, but they're legitimate what looks like little ice cream sandwiches, but I would say that was one of the worst things that I got out of the packaging.
for me. Yeah, if it's gonna
It
be
hurt
like
my
ice cream,
mouth and it
has to be
didn't taste
creamy.
good. It was not a good combination.
Yeah, it has to be creamy and cold. Like,
Yeah, sure.
Ern says,
But
I
like
love
what
the
you like,
Astro
Paul
ice
Cole.
cream. Yeah. Delayed says, I have one last thing I want to send, but I think I'm shipped from Hawaii. It's going to be a minute. I know what it is, but I won't ruin it. It's really good. And no, it's
Don't
not
let,
free.
that doesn't have to be the last thing. I mean, take your time.
Sorry, Anthony.
It
it's
makes
not
me feel
you.
loved when I come home and there's a package I'm not expecting from one of my dear friends.
Let's see. I know what it is. You're really going to like it. It's really good. I can't ship
Sure.
for a week after eating it, though. Anyways.
Cool.
So you going to review anything, Ern? What juice are you vaping, bro? You never told us. Here's my cat.
Oh shit!
I'm
I
just
think he
being
called him
I'm being a
Ern.
vape influencer.
Is your cat?
Yeah, here's what we talked about we talked about this juice for as long as we can. Here's an animal. Let me tell you
Meow.
Can
what
we
I said.
can we please do some Arnold stuff?
Yeah. We'll do that now.
I never thought I'd want to talk about Arnold movies so bad in my life.
You got a bumper?
Oh yeah, bumper is
Of
up.
course he does.
I want
Come
that bumper.
I'm a Canva Gold member.
Fuck you.
Does this taste sweet, bro? Does this taste sweet, bro? Does this taste sweet, bro? Sorry.
You know, when you turn it up to 37 yoms, it's really good with the yams. Hell yeah.
Hell
Nice.
yeah.
Hell yeah, dude. This one, I
Is
let
this
it.
sweet, bro?
I let this one steep for 14 years. And now it's not the same strawberry shortcake everyone else is vaping. Anyways, I was talking after the show last week, and I was like, oh, I have an idea. You know, and you guys know I love Arnold Schwarzenegger, so I was like, no, let's do a top 5 Arnold Schwarzenegger movie. And Anthony was like, that's a great idea. I have a better idea. Let's do a top 5 Arnold Schwarzenegger movie thing. And I was like, all right, then, let's do it.
Yeah, Anthony's was pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah. So, anyways, I didn't make bumpers, or I made a bumper, you know, but I didn't like make graphics or any of that stuff. You know, it's more of a conversational piece. You know, you guys are gonna have to look at us when we talk about it. I'm sorry, but yeah. So I figured that we'd all share our top 5s, like Anthony said, and you know, see if how different they are, and you know, go from there. Because I'm sure we might have a couple ones that intermingle, maybe not at the same level, but you know, if you guys don't know who Arnold Schwarzenegger is, he's probably the coolest fucking guy on the planet. You know what I mean? Like, would you want to fight him? Now, maybe. Now I'd fight him. Now I would. You know what I mean? 10 years ago, probably not. Probably not, you know? But anyways, he's an action hero, you know, from all the movies in the 90s, and even, like, what, late 80s, early 90s, and then, like, even today, he's still doing stuff. Would I watch it now? No, because, you know, you don't want to see your childhood heroes, like, you know, where they are now, you know? It's like Lil Wayne. Stop making music. You know what I mean? Just go off and do your podcast, bro. Like, you know, just give up. Anyways, I'm not gonna start at number 1, but that's a good one. My number 5 would be Eraser. That was one of my favorite Arnold Schwarzenegger movies. Not just because it was played on.
I'm
public
surprised
TV
that's on your
very
list.
fast.
I'll be honest.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, I like that movie.
Eraser's
it's-
number 2 for
It's
the
not very good, but it's fun.
for the your luggage comment after he kills the fucking crocodile. That's number 2 on my list because of that fucking your luggage comment.
Well, and for me, it was great because, you know, I saw it a lot when I was a kid, but also just, like, how different it was for most of his movies. Usually, like, don't get me wrong, he's still, like, you know, blowing stuff up and in the middle of the action, but it's, like, a covert Arnold Schwarzenegger, which is not really, like, you know, I'm the biggest fucking dude in any room I walk into, but I'm a secret guy. You know what I mean? Like, you know, that was, like, for me, like, it's all action genre, but for me, that was, like, oh, breaking the mold. Nice. You know what I mean? Going out there, yeah. Number 4 would be Last Action Hero, because it was just great. You know, they did the crossover stuff with, like, the animation and the live action with that, you know, and just the idea of it to me was really cool. You know, these movies are real and they exist outside the reality of reality, you know, and you go in there and you could be a part of things, and then they start bleeding over, and it's like, how do we stop this? Because we don't know what's going on. Movie magic, you know, and all this stuff. And then maybe I just needed a father figure, you know what I mean? That's probably like 99%.
That's number 3 on my list, so I'm in agreement with you.
Number 3, yeah. I'm gonna say number 3 for me is a toss-up between 2 of them. So I guess this doesn't really count. I guess I don't know, but they're totally different spectrums of the Schwarzenegger movies, which is Twins and Total Recall. This is number 3 for me.
Okay.
Twins is so good because Danny fucking DeVito is, like, you know, another amazing fucking actor, and just the premise of that. Like, if they release that movie now, all you guys would be like, you know, like Mark would be like, Gutfield said that's a fucking woke movie. You know, men can't get pregnant. You know, and it's like, but he did. Arnold
Wait a minute.
Schwarzenegger did.
Yep.
In
was a trend starter.
which one of those 2 movies did Arnold Schwarzenegger get pregnant?
Junior.
Junior.
That's not one of the 2 he was talking about.
I know, but it's nice. Nice to know. It's nice to know because that's in my top 5. So
Because it should be.
No, but Twins, he was Twins brothers
Because
with.
Danny DeVito's in that movie too, and I think he's just crossing that shit back and forth.
close.
No, but in Twins, his Danny DeVito was his twin brother somehow. And, like, you know, he's basically, it's like Kevin Hart and Shaq. You know, Danny DeVito was Arnold Schwarzenegger's dick in that movie, you know, the size of it.
Yeah.
And just, like, you know, the crazy context of it. And if Arnold Schwarzenegger's ever done, like, a lovey-dovey movie, that's the closest that you've ever gotten. You know, to, like
Yeah.
like a romantic comedy would be that one.
I mean, you've hit my
What about
you hit my 3,
Kindergarten
4, and
Cop?
5s already.
Kindergarten Cop was more of a lovey-dovey movie. Come on now.
Yeah, but
Kindergarten
still.
Cop is terrible.
All of. Sorry. Let me
But that's
not
so,
say that
that's so
sentence.
fucking bad.
Yeah. But obviously on the same number, Total Recall, an amazing movie for the idea of it. The remake was fucking terrible. Like just because
They
I'm
did
fan
a
of the original.
remake?
Yeah, with what's his name?
Yeah,
The Irish guy.
actually, the remake is much better.
Did
And
they
I'm
have
saying
the
that
three
from
boob
a
chick?
standpoint of a movie, not our belovedness of that movie.
Doesn't
Yeah.
fit.
Colin Farrell does the remake
Yeah.
That's right.
with the hot chick from the vampire movies and Van
Sarah
Helsing.
Michelle Gellar.
Kate Beckinsale.
Remote. I can't think of it. Kate Beckinsale, thank you. Which I
Michelle
don't know if
Gellar.
anybody's seen her recently, but they fucking did something to her in the hospital.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
I don't know what the fuck they did, but
do you mean?
I
Did
think
they
she's
mess up?
just stem cells now. I don't think. I think the rest of
Oh,
her is
no.
actually gone.
It could just be makeup.
It was creep. You can't make up a body that looks like that. I'm sorry.
Well,
It's
she was
like-
still hot even in
it's
like
alien.
Thor Ragnarok. You know what I mean? Like
I'm not saying that. I'm saying that something's happened to her. She looks anorexically like
oh, never mind. I don't.
bad. It's whoa.
Oh, dude,
Yeah, it's
maybe
not
she's
worth
got,
reviewing.
Maybe she's got cancer. You know, I don't know.
Who knows?
Maybe.
Number
Also-
2, which might be like I don't think it'd be a surprise. Jingle All the Way. You know.
Ooh, that is a surprise because I thought that'd be your number one. Now I'm
No,
curious.
I didn't think that.
Yeah.
If your number
Well,
one's not the same as my number one, I'm gonna be a little disappointed.
We'll see. We'll see. Let's see. True Lies is good, says Paul Cole. Yeah. So obviously, you
Yeah.
know, there's a lot of good ones out there, but this for me is like if I had to watch 5, I guess it'd be 6 over and over again. It would be these ones. Jingle All the Way. You guys know about this. I talk about it every Christmas. Anthony makes us do a whole thing on it, you know, and all that stuff. Maybe one day I'll save up enough to get a cameo for that year. You know what I mean? Have it Arnold, you know. And do
Good
all
luck
that
with
stuff.
that.
Yeah, it's probably like a $5,000 fucking
Do you
cameo.
honestly
for
think
him.
if Arnold was available on Cameo, we would have already had him on here?
Yeah. So obviously, you know,
I don't even know if
uh,
Sinbad's available on Cameo. To be
I
honest.
think he recovered. He's recently recovered from a stroke. Yeah, Sinbad. We had some hard times, but you know, Sinbad. You know, Christmas time, the Chinese toys. You know, all that
Anakin
stuff. Phil
Skywalker.
Hartman. Yeah. And then number 1 for me, best one of all time. I don't care what you say. Terminator 2.
Thank you. That has to be the number one. That's in my top 10 of movies. Period. Like
Yeah.
I think that is one of
Right?
the best
Yeah.
overall
Everyone in
made
that
movies.
had
And I
that-
know that sounds ridiculous, but if you know all the things about movies and what they should have, and it's
How
It's one of the
how
best.
many sketches on Mad TV and things would do the "Have you seen this boy"? Like who didn't do the
Sure.
run at school? I mean, there were so many things from that movie.
and the thing is, it's always T2. Like you would
Yeah.
never say that the first Terminator was the best. It's not.
First
T2
Terminator
is
had
the best
Arnold
Terminator
cheeks,
movie.
though.
The-
First Terminator had Arnold cheeks.
It
though.
did. The first Terminator movie was
Comes out.
good, but the
Comes out
second
the
one was better. The third
How
No.
long has
one.
it been since you've seen the first Terminator movie?
First Terminator movie was
I
terrible.
think your memory of that first
Terrible.
Terminator movie is better than the actual movie itself.
Yes, every time
I'm
someone
sorry to
says
say.
that. Yeah.
Liquid
Right.
Metal in the second one. I mean, yeah, there's
That
there's
stop
reasons
motion
why-
animation gets on your nerves after a while. It's like this
It
isn't.
made me epileptic, like or whatever it's called.
No, that's what it's called now.
Yeah.
This
Epitome,
just in.
yeah.
But T2 was the best one, man. The story,
Yeah.
how it flowed together, it had. That's the one to me that solidified the Terminator franchise, and that's why they're still making. And don't get me wrong, the ones since then have been okay. I am a fan of what's the one with the hillbilly from Tokyo Drift. I can't remember it now.
He's got the shaved head.
Salvation and Christian Bale. You know.
Oh yeah.
Like
yeah.
that's a
Timothy
good movie.
Chalamet.
Like in the universe of Terminator movies, it's a good movie in the universe of it. But it's not a good Terminator movie. It's like The Walking Dead kind of thing. We're not really talking about the zombies. We're talking about how the people kill each other kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. What the fuck?
That's how I feel about
And
it.
Ian, you are 100% correct. Like I only watch Rockies 3 through 5.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, if I have to watch the other ones, but honestly, that I love to start with 3. So Not that that's
That's
totally
it.
off the subject, but
Solid
Yeah.
top 5 though. Solid top 5.5. I'm gonna give it. Yeah, because you add an extra in there. That's beautiful.
yeah.
Beautiful.
Well, how's your list different, Surug? Because mine has a lot of the same movies that Vandal has. He's missing one, because my number
He
two
is.
is not Jingle All the Way.
He is
But
missing one. He's
I'm
missing
interested
one
to see
important one.
what you think. And my important one is probably not your important one, Snorkel.
I don't know.
I
We've
doubt it.
surprised each other before.
Yeah.
Okay, so we all grew up with Arnold being a tough guy, right? But have any of you ever seen Maggie?
No, I haven't. I've
Okay.
seen the ad for it, but I've never actually watched the movie.
It's a little bit of a tearjerker. And speaking of jerkers, Arnold Schwarzenegger. Ho, he got me going. So that's my number 5, Maggie. It's got to be.
I
my
wonder
number
if Maggie is like Arnold's pig.
five. No,
Oh,
no, it's
yes.
You know what I mean? I mean, it's that movie that
Yes.
changes the way you look. Because I mean, I
No.
never looked at Nicolas Cage the same after Pig.
Do you remember X-Men Wolverine, where it's like Wolverine and makes you cry?
Unfortunately, yes.
Yeah. It's the same kind of thing happening. It wasn't the pig.
Wolverine.
Yeah, it's Wolverine. You're like, oh, he is dying. It's Maggie. Beautiful. Great, because you want him to be action filled, but instead he's heart filled. So that's my number 5. That's one I've watched in my life. Okay. Junior is number 4 because he's pregnant. Come on.
Yeah.
It's so crazy in the doctor's office. What's happening here? And then, a lot of quotes from 3, which is Kindergarten Cop. Kindergarten Cop was great.
Oh,
Come on.
that wouldn't even make my top 20. I really
It's just
don't like
nostalgia, right? I grew up
that movie. It
on
has to be because I bet you haven't seen that movie in 20 years.
I know I've watched it in the last 6 years.
I'm
give or
really
take.
sorry.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, we pulled it up, and it was just like when we watched the Monsters, the Fred Savage, the Howie Mandel is a monster.
Oh wow. Okay.
I watched that with the kids. I was like, you guys, I grew up on this shit.
like
and I was like,
Timu Beetlejuice. Yeah, I got that.
yeah. It was, yeah. But same kind of concept there. Yeah, it sucked. 2, Batman, because everybody chill out. He's Mr. Freeze. It's fucking cool. And then obviously number 1
No.
is T2, but it's T2 3D because I saw that in the movie theater with the 3D glasses. Whoa!
That's cool. I own very few DVDs still. And I actually still own a T2 DVD that actually has a metal sleeve that goes over the DVD box. And I will never get rid of that. It's a prize.
To me, you
possession.
cannot break this. You cannot break this DVD, Anthony.
Like if the
It's
power goes
unbearable.
down, I'm hooking up the generator to the DVD player and we're watching T2.
It's terrible, Anthony. You cannot break this, I tell you.
All right, Snorkel, I gotta know. I gotta know.
Oh, what? I don't have
gotta
a
know
top
what your
5.
top 5 or at least the
I
ones.
got a top 3.
Okay. What's that?
At number 3 is Eraser because of your luggage. The Mars one.
The Mars one. Is he me
Total
now?
Recall.
Total Recall. Thank you. I could not.
He's got the
Vandal-
picture in his background. He can't
Yeah,
remember
and
the name of the
Vandal
movie.
told me it earlier, and I'm just like, what the fuck? And then number
Just
1.
having some problems with your recall.
Number 1 is Running Man.
Number 1 is Running Man.
None of all the Arnold Schwarzenegger.
That's fine.
Schwarzenegger
Running Man
movies?
is my number 2. So yeah,
Yeah,
I am.
Running
I'm
Man
surprised.
is just it is stupid, it is bad, it is everything that Arnold Schwarzenegger movies are. It's just total camp.
I find a lot of times when I need something playing in the background and I see it,
yeah,
it goes on.
it just goes. Yeah, it's such a terrible, terrible movie.
But that
but-
combination of him and Richard Dawson is just
Yeah.
beautiful.
I didn't pick Predator because there's been a lot better Predator movies.
Yeah, I'm
Any of the
that,
Predator
no
movies
Commando.
without
I didn't
him
go that
in
route
it.
at all.
Yeah.
I almost wanted to say Expendables just to get Vandal's head to blow off. It's not true. It's really not true. But Running Man's my number 2. T2's my number 1. So that's good.
There we go. Yeah.
That was a good that was a good idea for a segment, Vandal.
What do you got for your top 5, Anthony?
I've pretty much told them all, but T2, Running Man, the Last Action Hero, Total Recall. What's the last one? I don't know. Something after that. Vandal already gave them out, so I was just letting it go.
Ern in
That's
chat
beautiful.
said Kindergarten Cop is his #1, and then we started shitting on it. He said, never mind. Paul Cole says Last Action Hero. Ben agrees with Last Action Hero, Commando, Twins, Kindergarten Cop, and top 4. Oh, okay, it's top 4. Gotcha. I was like, what movie's top 4? Let's see. Paul
But
Cole says
Conan, really?
Recall. Yeah. Yeah, and here's my thing. I'm not trying to be like a dick or anything. I'm an Arnold Schwarzenegger fan and all that stuff. But like those old like beefcake movies and stuff, I'm just not a fan. You know what I mean? Like I'm just, I want a little bit of comedy, I want a little bit of action, except for like T2. Don't get me wrong, it was dry humor in that, but it wasn't like stupid humor. You know what I mean? When he's
Yeah.
trying to smile, like,
Jason Momoa does a remake of Conan, and it's actually really good. Much better than.
Yeah.
Sorry, but it just is.
Delane says Running Man is awesome. Oh wait, Paul Cole. Yeah, Delane says Running Man, Kindergarten Cop, Jingle All the Way, Batman, Robin, Terminator. Let's see. Ern says in no order: Predator, T2, Total Recall, Running Man. Paul Cole says True Lies, and that's a good sleeper one too. I like that one too. That's a good movie.
Yeah. No, True Lies.
True
is
Lies,
great.
yeah.
Like, like I said, that was number 6 from what I remember making that list. It was right after the top
Yeah.
5 because
And-
it
It's
is
up there.
really good.
And the cool, like the weapon thing and all that stuff was cool. You know what I mean? Like that was cool. I wasn't a fan of any of the Predator movies. I just wasn't my thing.
Yeah, I wasn't either, and for no particular reason, just wasn't for me.
Yeah. Face Meat is here. What's up, Face Meat? Ian says it's like Rocky. No one remembers Rocky 1. Let's see. Delane says Vandal made me watch them during COVID 1 through 3. The Terminators, I'm guessing she's talking about. Ern says
I
remember-
tried really hard. I just couldn't get into that at all.
Which one?
V8's talking about if anybody saw Fubar.
Oh,
I tried.
yeah.
I really tried. I
won't.
It just didn't do it for me.
Ben says Pumping Iron. Ian says Cactus
Which is
Jack.
more like a
anyone?
documentary than it's a
Yeah.
movie, really. But yeah.
Let's see. Hercules in New York, says Ern. Commando was good too. Don't get me wrong. I liked Commando because that came out around the same time I was playing with G.I. Joes in the backyard still. You know what I mean? And that
I
movie
just
was.
felt like Rambo did a better job of those military kind of style movies than. I'm
Yeah.
sorry to say, but I just feel like that Sylvester Stallone did a better job.
Yeah.
And we've been talking about Eraser for fucking 20 minutes, so yes, we like
Yeah.
Eraser.
I've been talking about you. Show me your leadership capabilities.
V8 says, how did Vandal and Sui miss Running Man and Predator? Predator, I'm just not a fan. Running Man, it's yeah.
But like what you like,
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
we are all in agreement that we love Arnold Schwarzenegger, so that's just how it is.
it's good. It's good.
It's crazy though, and I know this is a little off topic, but it kind of same universe. When I was a kid, I wouldn't watch any of the Alien movies, not because they scared me. They just made me uncomfortable. And then now I'm really big into the Alien, like the newer ones. I obviously haven't watched like Alien, like the first ones with
like
Sigourney
Covenant.
Weaver or whatever.
Really
Like
good.
the Covenant and like the other one. What's the other one?
Prometheus.
Prometheus. Prometheus is what got me into the series, and like
There's a newer
it's
one
really
too.
good.
Very well done.
Yeah.
My 13-year-old watches horror movies. Like, she's no problem with Smile and all these like scary things, Barbarian and stuff like that, thrillers and whatnot. But I put on Alien for her. I was like, this isn't a horror, but this is gonna be fun. One face hugger, and she was like, what the fuck? I brought it up like 2 months later at dinner, like 4 days ago, and she's like, I can't even eat because you mentioned it. Like, she was just distraught. Like, just the
Wow.
idea of a face hugger and then and it impregnates you. She was like, fuck that. It hit to the core for her. I was like, shit, that's pretty
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Alien can be fucked up, is all I'm saying. It can be, to a young mind. Like, that's fucking
Michael
fearful.
Fassbender is great in that too. playing
Oh
the robot.
yeah, like he's a great actor, like Michael Fassbender. And then like, and certain things
Assassin's
he does.
Creed kind of ruined him for me, unfortunately, because that was just.
Yeah.
So,
I want to watch that.
God.
My
Please
wife has
don't.
that video game. She has the
yeah,
series.
it's that they have no bearing other than a similar name.
That's it.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, and
Okay.
like in the original Assassin's Creed games, like the stories was good, the Ezio ones and all that stuff.
Oh,
Like the story
yeah.
was so damn good. And they could just remake it, just remake
Yeah,
those.
you could have taken that fucking game and just made that.
Yeah, because like it was a
No,
good
let's
story.
not do that. Let's
Yeah.
do something completely different.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna spoil
Yeah,
it
no,
for
it
anyone
is a
that
good
hasn't
story.
played it, but like those are like If you play video games and you haven't played the original Assassin's Creeds, like those are really good. Everyone since then, I'm just not like, if it's free on Xbox, I'll play it, but that's it. Like, I
Yeah.
will not buy it. Like,
Yeah,
And
if
You
it's
got
free.
gifted the collection, and like, yeah, we'll fuck around with it and climb some rooftops and get down on submissions. It's pretty fun.
yeah, the
Pretty fun.
stories and everything is good. Yeah. Paul Cole says when I played with GI Joes, there was always casualties, either from getting burned at the stake or fried with a magnifying glass.
Just hit him with a hammer. That's the easiest way to fucking destroy it. G.I. Joe. Pop that
Ern
head
said-
off the fucking torso.
Ern says Michael Fassbender's got a hog. Wait, what?
All right. All right. I'm doing a
You
deep
been to the
dive.
hot springs cave recently for something that
I'm
we
just
don't
doing
know
an
about?
incognito search. We'll see what we find. It's quite impressive.
Most
Uh,
impressive.
Suey Rug, are you ready for your segment?
Absolutely. Of course, I'm
All right,
ready for my
bumpers.
segment.
Up. All right. So if you guys don't know, Suey Rug's gonna do something.
Yeah, absolutely. Here we go. Get ready to raise your standards, and then immediately lower them again. That's right. It's Surug Fun with Flags. Where the only thing less identical than these flags is Snorkel's last LARPing costume. So what the premise here is, what I was aiming to do was I'm gonna remove my face, and I'm just gonna put up a picture of a flag. And I'm going to give 3 options of what that flag actually represents. And I just want you guys to tell me, is it A, B, or C? It can't be that complicated.
Sure.
So please indulge me. And let's
Did
go
Surug
ahead.
see that bumper?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
Wait, what's the bumper?
Nothing. Don't worry about it.
Did I miss something?
Carry on, my wayward son.
All right. So, are you guys ready for the first flag?
We are ready.
No, I'm
Hold
not
on.
ready.
Wait, I gotta wait for Snorkel. Tell me when you're ready, Snorkel.
Pizza shop flag.
Hey, pizza shop! All right, here we go.
Okay,
Flag number
now
1.
now I'm ready. Now I'm ready.
Is this A, the Republic of Moldova, B, the independent nation of Vandals snack drawer, or C, the Lark Kingdom founded by Snorkel during a fever dream? This flag, is it A, the Republic of Moldova, B, the independent nation of Vandals snack drawer, or C, the Lark Kingdom founded by Snorkel? Think about it.
The only reason I know Moldova is a place is because it's in a movie with Bruce Willis
Right?
called Red. So I'm going with C.
All right, C, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. AI makes a lot of crazy things these days. Vandal?
This is very clearly Dragon Ball Z flag. Final answer.
Dragon Ball Z. I like
There's a
it.
dragon. He's holding
Yes.
balls, and he's shaped like a Z.
What do you feel like, Snorkel?
I believe this is something I would come up with in a fever dream. I'll go with C. It is not Moldavia. Moldavia is an eagle in a red, yellow, blue background.
Moldova.
Okay.
I was gonna say I remember that from the Marvel movies, but it's always Budapest.
You gonna,
Okay, no, this is
you
not.
gonna shout out the chat?
Yeah. V8's going C. Ben says earned right. Michael Fassbender has a good dick. Jay's going C. Delane says Snorkel's fever dream because it isn't the snack drawer flag. Shay says A. Ben says
You guys
C.
have rules.
Ern says C. Colorado says see you later. Let's see. V8 says Moldova has eagle crusts, whatever that means. Ian says C.
Yep.
Charlie. Steve O says C, and Paul Cole says C. But you can't take his opinion seriously. There's a C literally in his name.
Oh yeah, he doubled down.
Double
So,
down, yeah.
wave the flags while we can, Vandal. This flag belongs to Moldova, a country best known for wine, monstrosities, and disappointing geographic students across the globe.
No, it does not.
Did you know that? Okay, so basically, We got a couple more flags here. Just 2 more to get through. All right, we're just gonna
Okay.
punch
I'm
right
excited.
through.
Let's see what
Fun
kind
with
of
flag.
flag follies we can get into.
Huh.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, no, it doesn't.
China.
Yes.
Just gonna scroll through the amount
Gay.
of flags from
You're gay as
Moldova
fuck.
right
Anyways,
now.
we have these signs here for your
Uh,
company. No.
Not one of them are that flag, but you know what? Whatever.
You see this one?
I'm
Yeah,
trying.
Yeah, I'm gonna not believe you on whichever option you give is the answer.
Is this
Must be the. Go ahead. Sorry.
A, the flag of Mozambique?
Anthony, you're not alone.
Is this A, the flag of Mozambique? B, the United States of Don't Tread on Me, bro? Or C, Kentucky Shine's fanny pack militia flag?
Ooh. Obviously,
Well,
this is
wherever it is, it's legal for hoes to carry guns.
yeah. It's Detroit flag. Final answer.
Guns and hose, guns and hose.
I'm gonna go with D, the flag you made up, and none of those answers are correct.
Oh, Snorkel thinks this is all a farce.
It is.
One.
Look up Moldova. Just look it up
I
real
think I can
quick.
smell the farce from here.
Just go ahead and look it up. Just
I did have
just use
some.
any search engine.
Well,
Colors,
I will say that
sounds-
this is definitely not the Don't Tread on Me flag. 'Cause there's a book in there. And it's not being burnt.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's not yellow with a snake licking a boot. So
Okay. Okay. Well,
Ian says D, flag of China.
there we go. Yeah, I'm gonna agree with chat with that one. Yeah.
Ben says Mozambique. Beke. Mozambique.
Ooh, who said that?
Delane and Ben. EV8 says the flag of Bhutan, not Moldova. Shut up, V8.
There's an actually in there.
No, he was right. It was Bhutan.
Yeah, exactly.
At least
Some
someone could
actually
Google
knew
search.
about Budapest also.
That was
John.
not Moldova. Oh.
Bhutan.
So-
V8 says A.
V8 would be correct. This is Mozambique's flag. It features a hoe, a book, and an AK-47. Truly the holy trinity of rural education and revolution. Fun fact, this is the only flag with a modern firearm. Sorry, V8DV. Yours doesn't count. Just because you drew a Glock on a napkin and declared it a warning shot of love, it doesn't count. This is actually A. We were right. We win. This is fantastic.
How many flags have guns on them?
This is the only one with a modern firearm.
When
That
you
is-
said modern,
yeah.
that meant that there
There
were
is-
ones without modern.
There's one with a cannon. There's one with a
Okay.
musket-looking thing. I
All right.
believe both of those are former Soviet republics. So go
Oh.
figure.
So here, I got
Look
it.
at
I got
us.
it pulled up right here. Mozambique, obviously. Guatemala. Bolivia. Haiti. Afghanistan from 1901 to 1919.
Yep.
Zimbabwe. Panama presidential flag. Hezbollah flag.
Well, I mean, yeah.
Why not? Why not?
MRTA
Even terrorists
terror
can
group,
have
yeah.
flags.
Tamil terror groups. Delaware, USA has a musket. Michigan has a long gun.
Yes.
What's up? Shout out to Ern. Minnesota has a gun apparently.
What?
West Virginia, yeah. So, Russia.
Did not know that about
West
Minnesota.
Virginia has a shotgun and
Yeah.
a bridal bouquet on their flag.
Exactly. Yeah, they do.
Yeah. Edmonton,
classic.
Canada has one. Kaminski Uralski, Russia has a cannon. Another Russian one.
That's the one with the
Kowalski,
cannon. Yeah.
Rayon. Another one in Russia. Surprise, surprise. Ukraine, the Dnipropetrovsk Oblast.
Good.
Another Ukrainian one. I'm not
Glad
gonna
we
say
had
it.
Vandal read these.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
glad we had him too.
Hajdu Bazormene, Hungary.
Damn it.
Kapuvar, Hungary.
Do you have any of these flags?
Hungary.
Although Paul Cole has a very important take.
Did you receive
Call
any
of
of these
Duty
flags
flag.
in your package of flags there?
Yeah,
Vandal?
Vandal, in any of your miniature flag collections?
I'm not going
do you
through
have
100
any
of these, and no, they're cupcake flags. They're not going to have anything on there. The closest they got was communists.
I mean, you got a collection going.
Can you make some cupcakes and send them to me with those flags on there?
Yeah, let me fart on them first.
Just keep the cup or keep the
Oh,
flags.
some
so
I just
Colorado with
opened them
the
up.
best comment of a pair of boobs.
Oh, sure.
The closest
be
I
a
got
thing.
to a gun is the flag of Saudi Arabia.
There we go.
Yeah,
It's
that's
a
a gun.
sword. It's a sword.
Yeah.
It's a sword. It's
So
a
you got
medieval
weapon
gun.
flags.
Well, what's your
It's,
last one that you got for us, Sewer Rug?
Oh, I'm glad you asked, Anthony. Take a look at this.
I'm glad I asked also.
Ah, yes. Another
Notice
flag
the patterns?
you're
Notice-
going to be wrong about who this flag is for.
Come on.
Okay.
That one's
Is
got to
this
be in your
flag,
pile.
stars, flags, rugs? Okay. Is this A, Turkmenistan, B, the United Quilt of Grandma's Basement, snorkels, or C,
No, sewer rugs, Grandma.
Anthony's Secret Tapestry Cult?
This is B, sewer rugs, grandmother's family flag.
Look at the rugs. Look
Final
at the rugs.
answer, sewer rug.
Could be anything.
So
It's just a flag.
that's not.
I was actually Go ahead.
Sorry, that's not in my pile of flags. But there is one flag here where they would have a gun on it, but instead they're in all the elementary schools.
Yep.
Close enough. Whether it's seen a gun or has a gun, I mean, yeah.
Pew pew
Pretty
pew,
much
you
same
4-year-old
difference,
fuck.
really.
No.
So, what do you feel like, Anthony?
I thought this was Aladdin's flag, and he rides it while he sings a whole new world.
There we go. There we go. Be yourself. I like that. I like that. Snorkel. Any idea? A, B, C. 1, 2, 3.
This is D, another flag that you did not Google properly.
It's not my googling. It's my notes.
Yeah, your notes need work there, buddy.
Yeah, no, I saw it once I scrolled down. I went, oh, there's the real one.
My answer for this one is that's that horse blanket you get at the swap meet flag.
There we go. Hells
Anyone in
yes.
chat get it right?
How
Did
the fuck
you
would I
get it
know?
right? We need
Most
to
of
know
them
if you got
said
it right.
A. So
Oh, well, guess what? This beautiful flag comes to you from Turkmenistan, where they're serious about rugs in ways even Sewer Rug can respect. That left stripe, that's 5 distinct carpet designs, which coincidentally is the number of times Anthony's tried to cancel Boat Part segment this year already. So, basically, that's the full run. That's what we got. We got fun with flags. And I did this because tomorrow is Flag Day. And it happens to be my wife's birthday, so I wanted to say Happy Flag Day, everybody.
Oh, so you're gonna fly your freak flag.
That's in the pack of 100. You got to dig, but it's in there.
He's gonna get his head bashed in with a fire extinguisher. What are you
Yeah,
talking
you think
about?
I'm going to survive this?
I don't
got a
kink shame.
cheat amount, you know, like just got to survive.
He said he's going to the beach next weekend. That's not the reason. He's gonna be in a coma.
Or a casket. There's
She's
no
going into
guarantee.
his cave.
It's dangerous.
Ouch.
This is dangerous. All right, what do we got? So there we go. That was about a 70%. I put it together.
thank
Twice.
you, Sewer Rug, for all that extra effort.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
You made beautiful backgrounds for us to enjoy. So thank you
There we
very
go.
much.
Then you made me angry, and I won't be angry at Anthony next time.
Oh,
Well,
misinformation.
nobody can be
my
angry
favorite.
at PT Loser because we're all winners in that.
Oh no, we are all losers in
Bumper is up. Everyone in chat, tell him this is right.
I'll pass along the message if she finds it appropriate. You got to read the room. You know, you walk in, you're like, is it now the time? Or, you know?
I forgot we
All
skipped that
really
one.
care because he put like little emojis on this. Yeah, if you really cared, you would go the extra effort.
Those aren't
You
even
would
supposed to be
use
nice
emojis.
emojis. He's just giving her helium so she can get high and ignore Sewer Rug. Anyways, bumpers down.
All right, let's play some PT Losers. So those of you who have never played this before, and I can't believe you're still here if you haven't, we're going to show you a picture of a PT Cruiser, and you got to tell me how much it is without going over. Closest to the actual retail price without going over will be the winner. So stick around to the end because the last one is well worth the wait, I have to say. But this is our first one that we've got here.
Yeah.
This kind of made me think about Colorado Wee Woo and doing that, cheap lemon race thing. I was like, that's got to be something like that.
He has to work Lemon. He's working it tomorrow. It reminds me of Herbie, the love bug. What are you talking about? 103. Boom.
Herbie, the love bug's retarded cousin, maybe.
Oh God.
He made it to the track. Okay.
Herbie would murder that fucker.
I don't know.
This is
thing a
Turkey.
boat.
So chat, get your votes in for how much you think these wonderful people want to sell this beautiful PT Cruiser race car for on the Marketplace of Madness.
I like how it's got an eye patch.
It does.
It
Instead of a
winks.
headlight.
It winks. Just the one. It just winks. It's tired. Okay.
It would be
Snorkel
tired.
comes in with $5.
Hilarious, Bob.
Do you think that the different paint colors make it faster though?
Are you going to go to the Lemons at all? Or are you just going to
To-
spend time with your wife?
I'm gonna get a haircut. I'm not allowed to spend time with my wife. She actually already
You
said.
should go to the Lemons, man, and take some video. So, and then share it with me, and then I could share it with us all.
With a
Or
saw?
you could get Colorado to maybe take some video and share it with me, and we could share it with us
I
all.
don't know how to do all that. So you want me to message the guy? I'll message him tomorrow evening.
I'm talking to him right now. I'm hoping that he's getting the hint.
Oh, I get you. Yeah, because I don't.
It's,
Uh,
yeah, it'll take Sewer Rug a month and a half to give me that information. So
But I'll give it to you. That's what matters.
it's true.
Jay says 5,000. Shay says 666.
5,000.
Hey, it's got custom paint. Delane says 2885.
Custom faded.
V8 says 1,300. Ben says 3,000. Paul Cole says there's a dude in my town with a blue PT Cruiser that's always riding through bumping.
Yeah.
That's the
give
kind of
us a
town I
photo.
want to live in. You know what I mean?
I'm thinking eventually they'll come around to like a certain group of youth will find them attractive and try and make them into something else. Thank you for the
Think like
laugh, Snorkel. I
A
appreciate
hipster
that.
thing? Like a hipster thing?
You're welcome.
Oh, it's vintage
I had to
now.
be careful on my verbiage there.
Paul Cole says $1. Ern says that's a demolition derby car, not a race car. Colorado says I got you.
That'd be a short derby.
A very short.
That thing will
derby.
overheat on the way out to the derby, let alone.
That
Fuck.
thing's getting hit by every Cadillac in the Derby.
Ian says 1,800. Ern says 420. I'm gonna bid a cool 2,750.
Okay. It's
If
your
it
job to
runs
ask.
good, I'll
I'm
give you
just-
$10,000
I'm just
right
the
now.
guy with the pictures.
I love it. It's a demolition derby car with a
Snorkel bid in
120.
there.
Yeah, $5.
Okay. All right.
I'm tired of winning these things.
I was close.
You want
It's gonna turn out to be $6. I'm gonna be
I think that's
pissed.
Shay, actually.
Yeah, Shay got it. Steve-O came in
Oh,
late with an
Steve-O,
800.
before with the delay, that kind of counts.
Actually,
Yeah.
that does count because he did not see that price drop.
I like though
I
how
think
they
Steve-O
went
Steve
with
has a
the,
time machine and he uses it poorly.
I like how they
Steve-O.
went with the Harbor Freight Tool brand paint job on this one.
It's bad.
I trust it.
You should ask Quirtles if he would ever be caught dead driving this thing.
It's not as bad as this one, though.
Oh, I've heard
Oh
of
no,
two-tone.
the other one was better.
Did the fucking
heard of
front
two-
end of it get frostbite?
Yeah, dude. I was about to say I've heard of two-tone, but this is tone deaf. What the hell is happening?
This is
This is the flag of Moldovia, according to Sewer Rugs.
Bhutan, Moldova.
Moldovia,
it's all the
same difference, right?
Who's
this
counting?
this guy pulled into the paint shop and they're like, "What do you want?" And he's like, "Hook me up with the grocery store cheesecake." And he's like, "I fucking got you, fam."
I like that it's a convertible. I'm confused that it's convertible, but
It's
I like
definitely
that it's
American, red,
convertible.
white, and
He
banged up.
shows up to the custom paint shop eating a bag of strawberry shortcake goldfish. He's like, "Make my dreams come true." That's so good. So,
How did
It's the same thing.
Yes,
Same thing.
same picture. Corporate wants you to find the difference, but it's the same
Yeah.
fucking picture.
It's rough.
Fucking
Is that a
in,
soft top?
course,
Oh,
vanilla.
it's convertible, yeah.
No, it's a
Vin-
straight up convertible. Yeah.
Ben says wrecked once pretty badly. Delane says that's 2 cars. What a steal! $15. V8 says 700. Ben says 1,000. Ben Ern says, but that's a convertible. It's worth more than just the interior water damage.
It's in Florida. It has interior water damage.
Moist.
Jay says clean title, never wrecked. 1,500. Ern says 999. Delane says it's the PT Centipede.
Yeah.
Ian says made in Vagina, $200, 400 social points.
What do you say, Vandal?
This is when you hit your fucking thumb with the hammer. I'm gonna go with 2,200. Colorado says 1,501.
Suey?
You know how many sewer inspections I could fit in that thing with the top down? Fuck, dude, I'll
Free.
give you $1,200 for it.
Colorado
Oh,
says
no.
1,501. Steve-O says
Oh no,
1,550.
you're close. I saw the look on
15.
Anthony's face there.
I was like, damn.
Colorado could have had this, but he was $1 too.
In which case, it
It's cut.
does go to Sura.
No,
Go
it goes to J
Caponelli.
Cup of Spaghetti,
Oh
Yeah.
no, Jacob, clean title,
who actually
never
owns
wrecked.
a PT Cruiser.
It's
Welcome
his. He's
to-
selling
He
it.
knows the market.
This
Yeah,
is
if this is yours. You got a
Jacob's,
bad deal, man.
Jacob's PT.
All right, here's another fine example of a PT loser.
Now hold on. Is this the compressor edition? Hold on, let me see what's going on here.
Get the fuck out of here.
It's just sat
is-
on once.
This
Just-
is when you this is when you get the Game Boy from like the thrift store that's clear, but it's only clear because it's missing the battery pack cover. I like how
Look,
the left eyeball on this thing has Snorkel's eye.
won't overheat because it's breathing. That's great. I love
What
it.
happens when you move a picture in Windows?
Was this in the Miley Cyrus Wrecking Ball video? Is that what it ended on?
I like how there's grass growing up out of it, like this was left behind in a Jurassic Park movie.
I think the only person who would buy this was that they're buying just a bunch of cars for the big truck show where they run over everything.
Yeah.
I'd say, is your
How is
car
this
on a
even for-
roll?
I couldn't believe that this was for sale. Like, what are you getting out of this? That shitty 2.4 liter overhead piece of shit motor?
The
I want to hear
no
the
mirror
description.
value in
flaps?
it.
The review mirror flaps, maybe. You know.
The flaps.
Yeah.
I want the description from the guy. Could you imagine rolling down the street in this thing? Well, I did twice, and here it is. Like,
This is the car from
Looks
that
like a
movie
5-time
Norbit.
rollover.
Yeah. Let's see.
Also,
where
the
we at?
color is wrong.
color is so right.
This is the other car's dad, and then he got mixed up with the bad crowd.
PT Cruiser black. Looks red to me.
Let's see. Colorado says 100. Delane says $5. Paul says PT Cruise Sir 800. Jay says 200. V8 says 250. Ben says he'll haul it to the scrapyard for 75 bucks. Ian says 300. Bob Ern says 500.
How dare I?
Yeah. And Jay says,
How
"How
dare
dare
you."
you? That's a good motor." Yeah, that inline V3. Let's see.
And it's an
V8
engine, not a motor. Actually.
V8 says, "Gotta head out. See you guys later." Later, V8. Let's see. Have fun at Pride.
Beat Big Rick for some gravy.
Yeah, like I said, have fun at Pride. Steve-O says, "I'll take it and give a cut of whatever they give me at the scrapyard." And
Fair
Ern
enough.
says, "We got $11 for a 260-pound steel door for scrap today."
Give or take.
Shay
All
says
right, gentlemen.
1,000. I'm gonna go with a solid $443.
Solid.
Give you $43.86 for the gas in the tank. You know, and I'll just siphon that out. And we'll call it a day.
Ern says, "I'm traveling, not driving." 1,500.
Knows
That's what
what he
made
got.
this appealing to me because I was like, God damn, you want as much as the last guy, and this looks like it's in much better shape.
Well, the
He
shape of
taped-
it's all wrong.
That guy bought this one and then taped it to the white one.
Well, Shay was upset she didn't win the last one, so she definitely wanted this one.
Yeah. There you go, Shay. You have to stick your head out the window when you drive it because the windshield's busted.
Out the ceiling, out the roof.
Yeah, you got Flintstones it.
Now, this next one's a perfect example of how no matter what you do, you just cannot make these cool. It's just sorry.
Hold on a second. Misfits edition? What hell? This is cool.
No.
It is Friday the 13th, you guys. This is
I
kind
started
of
wondering if this thing runs on solar power.
Yeah, what the fuck's with that rack on there?
No, it runs
don't
off
know.
souls. Okay, this is scary.
When mom says we have a Kia Soul at home,
There's a tanning place out here. I kid you not, this is the name. Soul Sisters.
Yeah. And they both
I'm
drive
like-
Kias.
Did you guys even think about that before you put that up there? Nope. Just
Okay.
Wisconsin.
It fits. It checks out.
Steve says, "Oh yeah, this one's hood is on the other one." Delane says 800. Colorado says 23. Jay says 3,500. Shay says 1201. Ern says we need to get all the decals at AutoZone. And you can pick more than
So
one
true.
toy.
Your dad said you can pick one, and you just pick 6 of them.
Yeah, you got the combo pack. Let's see. Snorkel says 420. I'm gonna say since this is custom with that roof rack frying pan thing at the top, the fucking skillet from Sizzlers. I'm
Griddle?
gonna go with the McGriddle. I'm gonna go with 2875.
28.75.
Without even seeing the interior, I know this thing is spooky, and I know it'd be a Halloween treat. It's a little bit newer than the last ones, and less miles too. So I'm gonna say probably $6,000.
$6,000. Okay.
I don't care what kind of a crappy car you drive though, but if you put decals on your car like this, no matter what it is, I hate you.
Don't do it.
Is this Wee Woo?
3,000. Yes, I believe so. Because Jay was 35 and he went over.
Wee Woo never thought he'd be the proud owner of a beautiful PT Cruiser, but
This is
Spooky
the
dookie.
this is
Spooky
the
dookie.
this is the per ump. Like I got my first car, so now I'm gonna put stickers on it. Card.
thank you, Paul Cole. That was good.
Paul Cole. All this is showing me that is if you buy 5 PT Cruisers, you may get one.
Kinda true. It's kind of true.
Steve O said, "Can we
Okay.
actually have 3 1500s in a row?" Paul Cole still betting.
Keep those bids coming in, guys.
Keep them coming. Keep them coming. All right, this last one is the jewel of my collection here. I'm going to show you this picture, and then we will actually go a little deeper into this one.
No, I don't know if I want to go deeper into a
Oh,
PT
I want to go all the
Cruiser.
way in. I want to go all the way in.
Oh. Wow.
Oh Lord!
Yeah, she.
So I felt like it was necessary to really expound on this particular one. So there's the front side. There's
Oh.
the sort of corner back side.
Why does it have a
Somebody
mullet?
They tried really hard to replicate one of those hot rod panel vans, and they picked the wrong. Oh my dear God!
Oh, it's beautiful. Look at
That
that.
car's
trunk.
name is Karen.
Oh, it was Kardashian, but
Karen Kardashian.
okay, here's where things go awry.
Yes.
Oh,
Put the casket in the back sit.
It's a hearse.
It's a for a wheelchair.
It's a hearse.
Whoever made this disabled person drive this, you are cruel.
I mean, it did.
As soon as I saw this, I was like, "Holy fuck!"
The description
It's a
did say what-
dustbuster.
So no matter how much
Steve-O.
you do to a PT Cruiser, it is still
A
awful.
PT Cruiser.
It's still awful.
I like how if you squint, it kind of looks like a stormtrooper.
I'm not
Geekus is
that
gonna
high.
come out of nowhere and murder me, but
He's gonna be like, "You missed. You missed." No.
It's a dustbuster.
How much sheet metal though did you waste on this?
Earn PT Cruiser fucked a teardrop trailer. Yo.
Door. That's a custom door. 'cause
Either
I'll
way,
tell
it's
you-
making me cry. I don't
This
care.
is in the 90s when you wanted to get a Hot Wheels, but your mom made you buy a Matchbox. Like,
Yeah. We ain't got Hot Wheel money this week, son.
Charlton, South Carolina. I'm gonna be there next week. I'll look for it.
you know how they have the fucking, they have like the Hot Wheels at the fucking AutoZone you can buy or whatever? This is what you get when you go to fucking O'Reilly's.
As Ben-
back.
As Ben just put it, they made it worse. They somehow made.
Thank you,
a
Paul.
PT
That was good.
Cruiser
One
worse.
super dog for Paul Cole. That was
PT made.
yeah.
All right, I'll throw a super down on that for Paul Cole.
I like
Oh,
Ben's
that's
though. They
not
made
cool.
it worse.
Ian, that's really not cool.
Ian says $5,000
wrong.
off.
Loves
Reminds me of Stallone's
Cobra.
Cobra.
Dude, what he did to the Cobra is unforgivable. Jesus fuck.
Ben says sheet metal. That bitch is all fiberglass resin and
Fiberglass resin.
tampons.
Else, yeah.
I told the guy at work today, I bet there's 100 pounds of Bondo on this motherfucker thing.
Steve-O says we got a PT Cruiser at home.
Oh, Cole, I want to take it camping.
Ern says there's ramen under that
that angle right there
fiberglass.
could always get me to swear off women. It's like that's
That is one big white
fucking
PT.
ass.
Imagine driving down the interstate and seeing that in front of you. What would you do?
Well, and here's my question: like the guys,
I'd look for the motorcycle towing it. That's exactly what I'd look for.
the guy's already disabled, right, for a wheelchair. But like, how is he gonna back into the handicap space?
I also really needed to have a pair of Texas Longhorns on the hood. They missed out on not doing that.
I think along with the physical disability, there might be a little mental disability here as well, because that's just
Absolutely not.
No, the picture on Vandal's shirt is who's in the back of that PT Cruiser.
the snorkel pimp mobile or Pope mobile.
My pimp mobile, hells yes.
God.
Okay, you ready for
This
my
is
bid?
like this is the Iron Man suit that they made in the first Iron Man when he was in the cave.
He made this in a cave.
Yeah, somebody
The
did
scraps.
make this in a cave.
Think about the complexity that we got going on here. Is there wood paneling? Absolutely. Is this something Bonnie and Clyde would drive in? 100%. This thing is unique wood paneling right there. Like I said, I mean, just top notch. I'll give you, you know, what is it, $25,000 for something like this. You'd feel like a champ driving down the street. You'd be the only one thinking you're a champ, but you'd feel like the boss.
It
$25,000.
looks like it needs to fart.
Yeah,
Like it's
I'm-
bloated. It needs to fart.
I like you guys know me. I'm all about equal representation, but I hate when they have to make all female casts of things. So I'm gonna bid $75 for the female Ghostbusters mobile.
Damn it. I knew where he was going. It hurt.
Did you get everybody in chat already?
I'm not reading that.
Okay. And the reveal is, I don't think anybody's ready for this.
No, $8,500.
Down
Down
from
from
12 grand.
Oh my
Fucking
god,
Ow.
that's gonna be Shay, I believe. She said 6,000. No, Delane said 7,500.
Well, Vandal, look at your
I
new
would
ride.
pay real money to watch her chauffeur you around in
But is this
that.
really an upgrade from a scooter? Is it really?
No,
That's what I want to know.
Nobody can pull the scooter in the back while she's driving, like Kit.
like
You can
that.
ride it
Yeah.
up the ramp.
What's
You can
that
ride the
movie?
scooter up
That movie, that video game where you used to drive the car and you like shoot out the oil and shit.
Yes.
I'd come out of the back of that to go steal kids' fucking Doritos on my
Wow.
scooter. Like,
Hot rodding, dude.
You're like,
Hot rodding.
Delane's like, all right, you're getting close to work. Time to put down the thing, and you just roll backwards out, and then just head on to your way.
yeah, my
Keep
Fast
it
and
on.
Furious decal edition. Yeah.
Anime big titty girls on it. That thing is just screaming for a mural or a rap or something. But
Yeah.
God, when I saw, it, I was like $8,500. You would have to have some psychiatric evaluation before I'd let you buy that for $8,500.
Well, I just like how they got the big step side on it, and that guy can't even use his fucking legs.
No. Right. It's brutally awful.
A ball goal, a 50 horsepower monster. Yeah, Earn Spy Hunter. That's what
Spy
it
Hunter. Ern always knows, man.
is.
Beautiful.
You got guns or oil slicks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is
Missed that.
Bonnie. You've heard of Bonnie and Clyde. We'll get ready for Jessica and Jeff. Like,
Yeah, and just because I know we have car people, as I was looking at PT Cruisers, this particular car popped up, and honest to God, I don't know what this is. I mean, I can tell by what it says underneath of it, but I've never seen this in my life.
that's got to be Australian.
Has anybody ever seen one of these?
It's an ad cab. You just add a cab. Cab it up.
To what?
You cabbed it.
To a Nissan Altima?
Well, to a.
It has to be. It had to be original 2-door because of the size, like the wheel, like where the doors fit between the wheels. There's no way.
Well,
This
now
was a
I don't
4-door.
believe it. Because it's like, oh, it's a regular cab. Psych, add max.
I think it had to
Because
be
that's
like
not what
a
Nissan pickups look like. So
No, it had
I
to be a
have no
hatchback at
fucking
one
idea what
point.
this.
It had to be a hatchback.
I didn't know if this was like a real thing, like that you could go to the showroom and buy one of these, because it, I mean, it looks fairly well done for what it is. It's brutally ugly.
You mean the paint job? I mean, because it doesn't
Yeah.
look well done. Proportionally, wind velocity reduction, it doesn't look well done. Looks like
We
you're
weren't
gonna
really
have to-
caring about wind velocity reduction in that time period.
It's
No.
just,
This is like when you pay for that tour around like the Lake of Las Vegas. Like this is what you.
and
ride
it
in
looks like the
back.
back end. It looks like it's just doing a little like this on the back end, just like a little. Yeah, let's just
It's
bend
got,
that
it's
down.
got go faster stripes on it.
Oh, that's neat.
Stripe.
Stripe.
This is the Pope Mobile of the trailer park.
There we go. Short.
I mean, if
short
Ern
king.
says it's a real vehicle, then I have to believe him.
He said like a production vehicle.
Yeah. And honestly, looking at this picture, I thought that it probably was, but I've been around cars my whole life. I've never seen.
I can't produce
one of those.
anything
I
out
didn't
of
even
this
know that
vehicle.
existed.
Ern says they made that on purpose. I like
That's
the
the
long
point.
front end on it, like and then once you go further back, this is like years of inbreeding. You know what I mean? It starts to grow.
Yeah,
a chin.
it looks like an early Ford Transit.
If you chop off the
That they have
shell, it
now.
looks like a Baja, like a Subaru Baja. If you chopped off the shell, it's weird.
Yeah, kinda. Yeah,
It's just
I see
weird.
what you're saying.
Yeah,
But Subaru and Nissan were two different companies, so
they're not friends. Yeah.
no, not
Vin
really.
says they were sold and for the Japanese market, and they were basically marketed as a station wagon / van.
Thank you.
Ian says that was in '98, an Asian thing. Paul Cole says I want a poster of that beast on my wall.
Yeah. I'd put that next to my fish tank. Let people know I
That
Are you
is
talking about
some
this
business.
beast that we're looking at now, or are you talking about this beast? That's what I want to know.
He's not talking
'Cause
about the
that's a
1940s
poster
fridge.
style shot, and that's the thing. Like the pictures they took, the pictures are actually not bad. It's just the car that they're taking the pictures of are horrible.
This is the car you see in every Fallout game.
Awful. That's all I got for you guys. That's it. We're all done.
Yeah, I hate you guys. No.
I went through my checklist.
All right, Snorkel, unfreeze yourself. Tell these people stuff.
Yeah, you were amazing. Thank you very much for existing. Surg, your turn.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we've made it
It
to the
was
end.
in Moldova.
And Moldova was all over this biznatch. That's right, Sewer Rug, fun with flags. Doesn't know how to read a script, but knows how to have a good time. Thanks for making me laugh, as always, folks. Sincerely, it's been a treat. I'm going to be at the beach next week, so I don't know what the fuck these guys are going to do, but it should be a blast, so come on by. I won't be here, but they will be. I'll be asleep.
It'll be our
In a
best show
beach.
yet.
Yeah, top rated. See you, bye. That's it for Sewer Rug.
Well, Delane wants to elaborate on this. So, yes, I do understand there are cars in Asia that are a little different than what we have here. I get it.
Oh,
Chat, I love you guys. Like, thank you so much for showing up and being a part of this. Ern, I love you, man. Thank you for keeping us all on the straight and narrow, so we're getting all of our answers correct. I don't know what we're doing next week because, I got to figure it out throughout the week. But, we always have fun here, and we can just kind of let go and that's what we do. But don't forget, Dad20 over at RogueShop.com. Get some weed. You can always find me over on Instagram at I'm_Anthony Ramella. And Vanna, take us away, buddy.
Just call me Banana.
It was Vandal, but it didn't all come out.
Banana.
Yeah. All right, so since we're talking about it,
Banana Island, ding.
thank you for
Banana
hanging out. We didn't really have too much of a plan, but they got pretty good. Did all this shit. If you want Pope Suey shirts, you're gonna have to pay for them, but I can get them for you.
Nope. No one wants that.
$5 each.
I already talked to everyone, and they all agreed.
Five.
File.
What size shirts do your
$5
daughters wear? Just
football.
curious. I mean, nothing, no reason.
They just wouldn't. Not in public, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah. So yeah,
I
like
can
they
put
said,
bands on the back of it if you want.
yeah. We just don't advertise it, but we'll copyright infringe the fuck out of anything. We'll be back next week. I don't know what's going on. Will my hair grow back? Maybe. Will Sue Rugs? Probably not. But that's the good part of it. He's not actually going to North Carolina. He's going to Turkey. You guys figure out why. Anyways, to check out RogueShop.com, like Anthony said, for the code DADDY420 or whatever it is.
It's Daddy 20.
Dad 20. DAD20. Don't use it. Don't save any money. I don't give a shit.
20. Yeah. But anyways, Pope Suey, thank you for joining us. Snorkel, Anthony, chat, you're amazing. We're back next week. All we're gonna do, we're gonna do something, and we're gonna make weird graphics, and then we're gonna have fun, and then we'll see you guys. Okay, bye.